Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. In today's video, we're diving deep into the latest Bitcoin price jump and what caused it. As always, I'm here to break down the key market movements so you can stay informed on what's driving the world of cryptocurrency. Let's talk about the big news of the week. On Thursday, Bitcoin's price surged by 4.7%, pushing it up to a solid 62,747, briefly hitting a high of 62,539.8. This is big because Bitcoin managed to break out of the $50,000 to $60,000 trading range that it had been stuck in for much of the year. So what caused this jump? Let's get into the main trigger, the Federal Reserve's decision to cut interest rates. The Fed slashed interest rates by 50 basis points, which was at the upper end of what the markets had expected. This is a substantial cut and marked the beginning of the Fed's first easing cycle since 2020. Now, if you're wondering what an easing cycle is, it basically refers to a series of actions by the central bank to lower interest rates, making borrowing cheaper and stimulating the economy. Fed Chair Jerome Powell also gave a balanced outlook on the economy. He highlighted that while inflation risks are still present, the Fed has no plans to cut rates to the ultra-low levels we saw during the COVID-19 pandemic. This comment was key because it tempered some of the excitement in the market. Lower rates can help assets like Bitcoin thrive, but the Fed won't be cutting them as drastically as some had hoped. Now, many of you might remember the 2021 Bitcoin bull run, where ultra-low interest rates helped propel Bitcoin to all-time highs. Those conditions are unlikely to return anytime soon, and that's something investors should keep in mind moving forward. While Bitcoin led the charge, we also saw a broader rally across other cryptocurrencies. Ether, for example, climbed more than 5%, hitting $2,135.44. Other altcoins like XRP, SOL, ADA, and Matic also saw gains between 2.5% and 7.8%. Even Dogecoin had a decent bump, rising by 3.7%. One important thing to note is that while Bitcoin and other cryptos rose after the Fed's rate cut, the dollar also strengthened. A stronger dollar usually limits gains in the crypto market because it reduces the appeal of riskier assets like Bitcoin. So while there was a rally, it wasn't as big as it could have been if the dollar hadn't been so strong. Let's shift gears for a moment. There's been a lot of speculation about how the upcoming US presidential election might affect cryptocurrency regulations. Many believe that the outcome could reshape the regulatory landscape for crypto in the US. However, according to Binance's head of regional markets, Vishal Sachindran, the election may not have a major impact on global crypto regulations. In an interview, Sachindran pointed out that crypto regulations are largely decentralized across the world, meaning that each region, like the Middle East or Southeast Asia, will continue to set their own policies, independent of what happens in the US. So, while US policy changes are important, they won't necessarily dictate how other regions handle crypto. We're already seeing places like Singapore and India taking progressive steps to support blockchain and Web3 development, and that's only going to continue. One more thing to keep an eye on is the increasing interest from institutional investors. With Bitcoin's market capitalization now nearing $600 billion and daily trading volumes up 25% year on year, institutions are paying closer attention to Bitcoin as a hedge against geopolitical risks and inflation. This could be a significant factor in its long-term price stability, especially as we approach the US presidential election in 2024. So, to wrap things up, Bitcoin's price jump was largely driven by the Federal Reserve's rate cut, but the Fed's cautious outlook on further cuts has tempered some of the optimism. The broader crypto market followed Bitcoin's lead, but gains were limited by the strength of the US dollar. That's all for today's update. If you found this breakdown helpful, be sure to hit that like button and subscribe to the channel for more in-depth analyses of the crypto markets. And as always, drop your thoughts in the comments below. Do you think Bitcoin will maintain this breakout, or are we headed for more volatility? Let me know. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.